This is take 2. You have people mad that you are the GOAT and there's no one like you here. So you have people at jobs trying to replace you. They need 2, 3, 4 people just to replace you, right? You have people, exes, you know, they're moving on with other people, and these other people, they are trying to make into you, okay? They need these new people to be better than you. So you have a lot of people going into overdrive. They are putting in overtime to outdo you here. And the fact that you are the GOAT and there's no one else like you and they're mad about this lets me know that they've tried, okay? This is take 2 even for me, right? And this is why they're mad. You have people mad that they can't give you props. Anytime you are the GOAT and people are mad about that, that lets me know that you're not getting your props. You are not getting your just due. You are not getting your roses. You are not getting your flowers, okay? You're not getting your accolades. You're not getting any respect. And that's why they're mad here, because it's not stopping you, okay? It's not stopping you at all, okay? And that's why they're mad. It's not stopping you at all, period and dot. Anybody being mad that you're the GOAT, they don't want you to know that you're the GOAT. They don't want you to know that you're doing your thing. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that. And the fact that you know that, right, is a problem. And this is why they're mad here. This is starting off take 2. Why are they mad? They're also mad that there ain't to talk about here. So you have a lot of people trying to find reasons for their seasons. They're trying to find a reason to not like you, to not with you, to not support you. They're going above and beyond to misunderstand you here. And they're still ain't to talk about. It doesn't matter who they try to go to, whoever's willing to listen. Whoever is willing to listen to them talk about you, they don't agree, okay? A lot of people are disagreeing with these people's judgments of you here, all right? You're the GOAT. What is there else to talk about, right? And you have people here who are mad because they're trying to find reasons to talk about you here. It's just very interesting. This also reminds me of an energy where people, will claim that they don't like you. It really reminds me back when I was in like elementary, middle school, high school even, with jealous women, jealous girls, okay, that claim that they don't like you, they're not worried about you, but yet you're the topic of discussion. Who and how they do that, where they do that at, right? Where they do that at, right? They claim that they don't with you. You ain't nobody, all right? You are nobody, but yet you are the topic of discussion. And they are mad about it. And I know they're mad about it because we have Mars in Gemini right now. Anyway, you have people here who are mad you pulled out condoms, and that may very well be the case. All right. You may have women or men jealous of you because, maybe their sexual health is not up to par. Again, you're the GOAT. When you are the GOAT, you set the bar. And that was a bar. And that's why they're mad. That's why they're mad. That's why they're mad. Yeah, you have people here who are mad that you have, to me, that's sexual hygiene, right? And then also with you pulling out condoms, that to me is like the 7 of Wands card, right? You are blocking people, right? They can't touch this. You have people here who are mad that they go in, I'm going in and I'm gonna go hard. They think they about to go in and go hard. They think they about to go in and get you P-matized, right? And it's over for you, right? I learned some things over the years. A lot of times when men use it, it's not for hygiene for them. It's not for their health. It's not for protection. A lot of times they got to go in protected because they can't last. And that's why they're mad. So somebody's mad you pulled out because, and also apart from, them trying to make sure that they last a longer time. This is also like the condoms kind of like, there's like a boundary. There's a boundary, there's a bridge. There's no emotions when that is, involved. Because if you think about it, if you're in a long-term relationship with someone, I would like to think that you trust that person. You're not using you're not using them. So whenever that's getting pulled out, for me, I look at that as one, hygiene, protection, but also somebody's putting boundaries around their heart. They're putting boundaries around their feelings and emotions. And this is just what it is, right? You may even have people here who are mad that you're like them, right? You can go ahead and lay down, okay, but you don't get up with fleas. And that's why they're mad. You just get up like nothing ever happened. You're not attached. You're not going crazy. You're not losing your mind. You're not getting distracted. And that's why you have people here who are mad that they can't use sex as a weapon. They cannot use sex as a weapon here. Meanwhile, they're dealing with other people. They have gotten other people and they've used sex as a weapon and they have defeated these people, these very people. So again, I feel like you have people who are mad that you are setting the bar, all right? And they can't reach the bar, all right? You ask somebody how high, they can't jump, okay? Ask somebody to jump, they can't do that there here. When it comes to you, you set the damn bar here for everybody, and that's why they're mad, all right? And there ain't to talk about. People, they have no real reason to not like you or to hate on you, but they're trying to find a reason for the season here. Point blank and period. You have people here who are mad that you have standards and boundaries that are too high. It's too high, and instead of them admitting to that, acknowledging that, respecting that, they can't respect that there, right? Because by respecting that, then that means that they won't be able to respect themselves. And they already have an illusionary, oh, I love myself, I respect myself. But when you come around, all of these people's illusions get dismantled. I always say this, people think that they are somebody until you show up. People think that they're doing something until you show up. People think they're cute until you show up. People think they have high standards until you show up. And you're showing up here. And there really ain't to talk about. Or that's what they're claiming. You are not nothing to talk about. But they're talking about you. And they're mad they're talking about you. It's like they so badly want to believe an illusion that you're nobody, you're not important, you're not worth the discussion, whatever it is. But that's the very thing that they're doing. A lot of people are contradicting themselves, and that's why they're mad. They're also mad that time is money for you. So while everybody's watching you, talking about you, whatever the case is here, you're focused on something completely different. Time is money. You're minding the business that pays you. And this is why these people are mad. Because they sit around talking about people, gossiping about people, hating on people, watching people, comparing themselves to other people. Meanwhile, you're the GOAT and time is money. That's probably why you're the GOAT. That to me sounds like you're very focused. That to me sounds like you are hyper-focused, right? That to me sounds like you are Ray Charles to a lot of bullshit. And that's why you have people here who are mad. Because while they're getting stuck, stagnant, and complacent, watching you, hating on you, and whomever else, you got your mind, you're doing something completely different. You got your mind on something completely different here, all right? You have people here who are mad that it says no licky, no sticky, so that goes back to you pulled a condom, you pulled out a condom, and this is why they're mad. So this always comes out. I'm not surprised here, these sexual energies. I never know what to say about them, but no licky, no sticky to me, and then you pulling out condoms. Some of you, I mean, it just is what it is. You know, you're going in, you're doing the deed, and you're going out. There's no sides. There's no sides. There's no takeout plates. Like, it's just literally sex, and then you're done. There's no extra oral. There's none of that going on here. Like, to me, you have people who are mad that you're very impersonable, like you're very impersonable, right? Or you're very distant, okay? You're very detached, and people really want to get you detached here. And again, like I said, I'm not surprised with all the sexual energy only is coming out in the collective here. But you have people in the collective surprised that their sexual thoughts and their sexual lives and like everything that they base their whole life around sex, you're not on that there. You're not on it. You're not focused on it. It doesn't have a stronghold on you. It's not a big deal. It's overrated for some of you. And this is why they are mad. Because they're worried about sex and everybody else. And you're worried about time being money. Money being time. And that's why you're the GOAT. It reminds me of a lot of successful people. Why are they successful? Because while everybody else was effing around, BSing, they had their head down. They were working. They were focused. Basically, they were doing what everyone else was not doing. And I'm pretty sure these people that were doing things that everyone else wasn't doing, they were getting talked about. You're weird. You're doing this, we're doing that. Like, you're weird. Like, this is the energy that I'm getting. They're also mad that you're not checking for them, and that's a huge blow. You're not checking for them, but they're checking for you. if your name gets brought up, they have a lot to say. If their name gets brought up to you, you have nothing to say. And that's the difference. And that's why they're mad. Hating hoes ain't happy, and happy hoes ain't hating. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they're mad. You're not checking for them. What are you checking for? But they're checking for you. It's a lot of people who want the tables to be turned so damn bad. So damn bad. So damn bad. And the thing is, what gets me is that you really don't care. You really don't care. But they do. And that's where your power's coming from. They're also mad that they got the right one on the wrong day. They got the right one on the wrong day. I don't have anything to say. And that was another bar. You see what I'm saying? I don't have anything to say. It's like, I feel like you're just getting reports of haterade. Okay? You're getting reports of haters. Okay? And you have nothing to say. It's like people are purposely opposing you because they want to get a reaction, and you're not giving them a reaction. It is what it is. People want you to speak. They want you to react. They want you to speak. They want you to pop off. So they got a reason for the season, and you're giving them nothing but silence. I'm telling you, silence is deadly and it's very powerful. And a lot of people can't handle that there. They can't handle that there. Because if they didn't have you to talk about, it would be silent in their lives. And back to what I just said, they can't handle silence. They cannot handle it. They are not relevant unless your name is in their mouth. Reminds me of a journalist, or it reminds me of newscasters, or whatever the case is. Like, their whole career is based off of talking about other people doing what they are not able to do their damn self. This is why you have people who are mad. You have a lot of people who are spectators. They are spectators, and then they want to judge you for being able to do things. You are the GOAT. They want to judge you for things that they can't accomplish. Have you ever watched football, for an example? Just sports. No, but it's just nothing but spectators. And these spectators, they know so much. They know so much. They would have did this better, or they would have done this. Put them in action and they will fumble and crumble. But yet you have so much to say about somebody else. And then on top of that, your whole career, the money that you make is based off of somebody else's fame. This is why you have people here who are mad. I never understood that. You're talking about people, and these very people are the ones who put you on. Basically, you wouldn't have a platform. You wouldn't have a leg to stand on if it wasn't for you, for an example. Again, you're the standard. You have raised the bar. And yet you have people who are spectating about your bar that you set for your damn self. On top of that, you set it for your damn self, and they're still mad as if you expect that of them. People taking offense to how you're living and how you getting it, right? How you're thinking, you have a lot of people who have a lot of judgments and opinions about the standards that you have for yourself. And that's it. I don't understand that. What I eat, you're not now. So why are you mad? And so that's the question. Let's answer it. Anybody. You have people who are mad that what you're eating, they're not now. Or vice versa. Regardless, they got the right one on the wrong day. People really just get on my nerves. They really get on my nerves here because it could all be so simple. It could all be so simple, but no, they want to make things difficult. They want to make things difficult and they get mad that you're not taking on the difficulties. That's not your problem. People want to make things difficult. They just want to make things difficult and they're mad that you're not taking that on. Just like you set a standard in the bar for yourself and they're mad that they can't rise to that occasion, but you never expected them to. You never asked them to. And this is why they're mad. Right? They're also mad that they're not important. I think we already got the gist of that already just in this 15 minutes. They're not important. They're not important to you. And that's a problem because you're the one that's the GOAT. They need you to make them feel important. And it's interesting because these are very people who do everything that they can to make you feel like you're not important. Again, back to spectators. They go, that's their whole career is based off of talking about other people doing what they can't do. And sometimes these players or whoever it is don't even know these spectators, don't even know them by name, nothing. I don't, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like you have people who are mad that they know you, but you don't know them. And you have no intentions of knowing them. That's what this is about. They're not important. They know you. They know of you, rather. And you know nothing about them. They're mad that you're not checking for them and they're not important, and then you being the GOAT. This to me sounds like it's a lot of people who, one, are competing with you, but it's like they're trying to get your attention so damn bad, and it's just kind of falling on blind eyes, and this is why they're mad. It's a very weird dynamic here. It's a very weird dynamic, I suppose, to simplify things, because we're not going to get simplicity from these people. This is like an energy, I forgot. Damn. Yo, oh my God, but I feel like that's the energy. Like, I feel like that's the energy with you and these people. It's just like, who are you? What was I about to say? Who said what? It's awkward. It's very awkward. People are feeling very, very awkward at this time. They're just feeling awkward. I feel awkward. Just doing this reading, it's just awkward because it's just like, it's a lot of people trying to get your attention, and it's like you're not giving a reaction. It's a lot of people trying to have conversations with you, and you're not really engaging, or to me it feels like it's like you're very transactional about it, or you're straight to the point about it. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's people that don't want you to have attention, and so they go out of their way to make sure that you don't, but they're mad. It's like by them doing that to you, they feel like, they want you to be like, oh my God, they're not giving me attention. So it's like reverse psychology. I guess that's what it is. People are mad that the psychology isn't psychology. People are mad that the reverse psychology isn't reversing. Okay. It's just awkward. And I guess that's going back to their talk about for you. It's just kind of like, if, obviously a lot of people are saying a whole bunch of nothing. They're saying a whole bunch of nothing. So it's kind of like, I'm also getting a vibe where it's like when people do talk to you, you give them one word responses, or, some BS like, oh yeah. Like you're not saying anything. It's awkward. Like that's why people are mad. It's just very interesting that people go above and beyond to silence you. And then when you are finally silent, now they want you to give them attention. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. And now people are mad. When you gave them all the attention, they were avoiding you. Didn't want to hear what you have to say. Rushing you off phones. Rushing you out their house. Right? Just rushing you to get away. Right? But now that you have nothing to say and you're not showing that care and concern that you did before, now they want you to say something. Now they want you to care. I'm not understanding this. And that's why they're mad. Going back to, they make things difficult, and you just are out here like, I'm going to make this very simple. My life is going to be very simple. Time is money. Simplicity at its finest. You have raised the bar just by adhering to a simplistic life, having simplistic beliefs, goals. It's just awkward, because it's almost like you are sitting back, like, you're just sitting back now because you're not showing all this care and concern anymore. You're not trying to be the talk of the town or get attention anymore, right? You're just sitting back observing, and it's just like people just feel very awkward. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels awkward. You know how people just like, say things in hopes that it'll engage you to, ask about them or whatever it is. You're not doing none of that there. It's just like, oh, wow, okay. Moving on, like, you're not like, oh, really? What happened? It's just like, oh, okay. And that's why they're mad. You also have people here mad that back then they didn't want you and now you don't want them. But didn't I just talk about that? I just said that. Back then they didn't want you and now you don't want them. Back then you cared and now you don't. Back then you wanted their validation and now you don't. Back then you were speaking, talking, now you're not. Back then you were focused on licky, no sticky, and condoms and whatever else. Now you're not. Time is money. People feel very awkward around you, and this awkwardness is equivalent to silence. It's just uncomfortable. Like, you're making people very uncomfortable, and it's that they're going back to their shit to talk about. They can't pinpoint why it is. They can't pinpoint why they're feeling awkward and uncomfortable. You're not doing anything wrong. I don't know. People just get on my nerves. Excuse me. You know. Like, even your energy is calm. Like, I'm thinking I was gonna get on here. I was like hype. Like, oh, why are they mad today? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my bones. And here I am showing up, and it's just, I feel awkward. Like, just someone is mad that you're not on their time. It just sounds like it's a whole bunch of entitled people who are mad that they're not getting what they thought that they were entitled to. Your energy. You're not on their time. You're moving at you're on your speed. You're on your time here, and this is offensive to others. It's interesting that people will call you selfish when you don't give them, you know, what they want. But giving them what they want would make them selfish. But they don't see that as being selfish, but they can see selfishness when you don't do what they want, though. But when they don't do what it is that you want, right? You getting confused? Five of Swords energy? Oh no, there's a justifiable reason. Or you're being selfish for expecting this from me, but they're not being selfish for expecting something from you. This is why it's awkward. This is why it's awkward, because it's just like, yo, there's an imbalance here. There's an imbalance and there's a lack of reciprocity. And yet you can recognize this. You see this, you're adhering to this. And yet these people, it's like, it's killing them inside. Because it's like you're exposing their ways. Again, somebody calling you selfish because you don't do what they want, and doing what they want is selfish. It's like people, your energy is awkward. It's making people feel uncomfortable because you're exposing their selfishness. You're exposing the projections that they placed on you when really it was them all along. When you're not reacting, you're not saying anything. It's like someone trying to argue with you. The one who's getting loud, causing a commotion, this, that, and the third, you are going to look, you're the crazy one. But the moment you join in, it's like, I forget what quote it was, but it's like, you can't tell the difference. You can't tell who's the fool when you see two people arguing from a distance. You can't, you basically both people look like the fool. It's like people want an energy exchange with you, and they're just getting nothing but silence. They're getting nothing but blank stares. They're just getting nothing. Okay, like, it's just it's embarrassing. I feel like people are embarrassed. I feel like people are feeling real embarrassed at this time. Because it's like they need you to react to justify their behavior, and you're not giving the reaction. So it's just kind of like, why are you acting like this? And now all the spotlight is on them, right? It's like people, they're getting negative attention. But I don't feel like they're getting it from you, though. Like, they're not getting your attention regardless. They're getting negative attention from other people. And the feedback that they're getting from these other people is the very same things that they felt about you. Think of it like this. Has someone ever cut you off on the road? You got cut off. They cut you off. They thought they won, right? That was their victory of the day. They cut somebody off. Have you ever noticed the person that cuts you off, like, literally ends up getting cut off their damn self? Like literally, I've seen it so many damn times. Somebody will cut me off. I don't even react anymore. I used to have crazy road rage, but now, you know, okay, you cut me off. I'm not about to react and act all crazy like I used to. I used to have bats and things in the car. I used to have rocks. I used to throw hot coffee at people's car, like all types of things. I used to stop traffic. And I'm the one looking crazy. Now I don't react. And these people look crazy, right? And then whatever they do to me, I literally see it in live time. It literally just happens. It happens to them. And they're feeling dumb. They're feeling dumb because they get mad at the person that just cut them off. But it's just like, yo, you just try to make me mad by cutting me off. That's this energy. People are hearing things about themselves that they felt about you. Things are happening to people that they did to you. And people are feeling very embarrassed and very awkward and very uncomfortable. And you're not sitting there licking their wounds, and that's why they're mad. You're not licking their wounds. You're not holding their hand. You're not telling them, oh, it's okay. You know, people disrespect you or do something crazy to you, and they apologize, and it's like they definitely, okay, they're not going to tell you this, but they expect you to forgive them. Like, oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. No worries. People want to hear that after they did some effery to you, and they're mad that they're not getting that energy. They're mad that they're not hearing that from you. I don't know, people have always been showing their ass, but they've been projecting it onto you. They've been blaming you. But now these things are being returned to sender here. And this is why they're mad. Point blank and period. Point blank and period. People being mad that you're not on their time. This to me, from experience, it's the same people who never made time for you though. Same people never made time for you, and now that the tables have turned, they're mad that you're not on their time. You're not making time, just like they weren't doing for you here. This is awkward. It's a lot of people who are getting returned to senders. It's a lot of people who are getting karma at this time. It's a lot of people who are getting back what they dished out, and they are feeling very awkward about it. They're feeling very uncomfortable about it, because when you're not giving a reaction and this energy is returning, and then on top of that, you're not trying to make them feel better or trying to reassure them or, oh, I understand. It's okay. It's not okay. And you're not telling them that it's okay. And that's why you have people who are mad. A lot of people want to feel like they want you to make an excuse for them. Or they want you to believe their excuses, and you're not. They want you to be okay with their justifications, and you're not. Come on now, some of y'all know, y'all have worked in customer service. Y'all have worked, y'all have dealt with people. There's too many people around. You've been disrespected before, and then they want to come back and say sorry, right? And they want you to be like, oh, I understand. It's okay. It's okay. It's not okay. And you're not telling them it's okay. And this is why people are mad. Because it's like, you're not feeding into these people's illusions anymore. You're not excusing these people's behavior. That's what I really wanted to say anymore. You're taking things into account. Your energy feels like, I don't want to say you're demanding respect. And this is why people are mad. Because maybe at some point you may have demanded respect. And this is what triggered people to do the opposite. Oh. The collective thinks they're the GOAT. No, they're not. Oh, the collective has these standards that they believe in. Let me prove them wrong, or let me talk shit on them, the beliefs. Oh, like, it's like people purposely went out of their way because you are the GOAT. You're good at something. They don't want to give you flowers. They don't want to acknowledge it. But the real root of it is because they can't live up to it. And it's not stopping you here, because time is money. It's not stopping you at all. It's not stopping you at all. And this is what's really enraging people, because before it may have stopped you. You know, before you may have cared about these very people, how they felt, and what they thought about you. I don't know, like, I don't know. Just side note, you know, I have 8th house placements, you know, Gemini in the 8th house, you know. I have been chosen to see, you know, the undercurrents, you know, the things in the dark. I have been chosen to witness, experience, you know, the negative side of life and people. And the shit people don't want to address or acknowledge about themselves, I have been blessed and chosen to see that and witness it and experience it. And so it just, this type of energy, it just really disgusts me. I don't really have much to say. I'm trying, but it's just at this point, this is just how people are. Like, I mean, y'all know this is the Why Are They Mad? The shit that comes out, it's just kind of like, are you kidding me? Are you for real? But the people are dead serious. They're dead serious, mad that they're not important, mad you're not on their time, mad you're not checking for them. Like, are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? These are the very people who made it a point to make you feel small, minuscule, and unimportant, but yet these are the same people who are mad over some BS like this. You're not checking for them? How many millions and billions of people live in the world? Why are you mad? That little old you, right? You were little old you. You were nobody. You don't matter, right? Why, if you don't matter, why does it matter? What you're doing, how you're doing it. Why does it matter? I don't know, man. It's just shit like this. I just don't like people. I don't like people. I don't like people. And how could you? How could you? This is what's going on in the behind the scenes. This is what's going on behind the scenes. This energy, it's like everybody's on Mean Girls time. The Mean Girls, y'all seen the movie? These girls claim to be friends, but they're backstabbing each other, hating on each other, talking shit about each other. But this is the collective. It seems like the collective is on some Mean Girls type time, and they're mad that you don't want to be friends. You don't want to be a part of this. You're good, love, and you are enjoying. You're enjoying, and they're mad. Because they're not enjoying, right? I'm good, love, enjoy. Who's enjoying? You are, and they're mad about that. I don't know, man. Excuse me. Excuse me. They're also mad you don't want to commit a relationship with them at all or in general. You see what I'm saying? Like, why do you want to be a part of that? People in relationships with people that are hating on them, sabotaging them, wishing on their downfall secretly. 8th house energy, 12th house energy. Friends secretly want what it is that you have. Jealous of you. Family. This is going back to my point that I said in the beginning with the detachment. It's just kind of like the things that get people hooked. It doesn't hook you. And again, it goes back to you being the GOAT, you know, and you setting the standard and the bar. It's, you're not getting wrapped up in a lot of these things. And time is money reminds me of Capricorn energy. And Capricorn energy is the most hated. But Capricorn energy, apart from some other signs, most people are jealous of Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy doesn't care how you feel. You know, they don't care. It's about the goal. It's about the long term. It's the long game here. Capricorn energy is hyper focused, and I'm not speaking on Capricorns. I'm just saying the time is money reminds me of that. A lot of successful people have Capricorn energy, and that Capricorn energy they put themselves first, and they don't get wrapped up in emotions. They don't get wrapped up in connections. They're focused on the money. They're focused on their career. They're focused on their businesses. And they come off as very stoic and heartless. That's how you're coming off. And you have people who are mad that they can't distract you with sex. They can't distract you with a carrot. Oh, let's be in a relationship, marriage, children, or whatever it is. Everyone's situation is different. You know, you're not getting worried about who's saying what and why, or trying to defend it. If somebody says that you smoke crack, I guess you smoke crack then. And that's why they're mad. And most people who claim that you smoke crack, or you know what I'm saying? They're the ones that smoke the crack. Like, it's, I just don't see, you know, I feel like your focus is elsewhere, and you feel like wherever your focus is, it's important. And these people are coming in last place. They're coming in last place for some of you. They're not even placing for others of you. And for the rest of you, they're coming second. And they have a problem with that. And you not checking for them is giving shrugs. You don't care. Damn, this was awkward. It's just awkward. It's awkward when like, let's say, I don't know why I'm thinking of sports for some reason, but it's like I'm thinking of boxing now. Y'all know I love boxing. This is like, you know, one of the opponents talking so much shit, literally talking so much shit, get in the ring, and they get KO'd in the first round. You know how embarrassing that is? You was just sitting here on TV, everybody to see, that was a bar, how you was gonna put them in the dirt. Put them in the dirt. You was gonna stomp somebody up and down. You was gonna get the title. You was gonna get the belt. You was gonna be crowned the GOAT, the best there ever done do it. You get in that ring and get knocked out in the first round. That's awkward. It's embarrassing. This is how you have people feeling right now. It's a lot of people who had a whole bunch of shit to say about you. They wanted to get in the ring with you here. You the GOAT. Oh, they wanted to get in the ring with you because by beating you and defeating you, they would be crowned. They got in the ring. They got in the ring. And you knocked them out. One by 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 one. And then you just left. There's no press conference. You embarrassed them and then just headed on out. Awkward. Because the one who got knocked out, what do you say now? Because now everybody's like, what? You said you was going to put them in the dirt. You said you was going to knock them out. You said you was going to do all of this. What happened? Embarrassing. That's how people are feeling at this time. They thought that their new bitches or their new men were going to be better than you, do better, look better, be better than you. They got knocked out in the ring. They got proven wrong. People at the job thought that you were incompetent and were not up for the job, or you couldn't do the job, or you weren't, it just wasn't for you, right? And so they wanted to go toe to toe. They wanted to compete with you where advancement is involved, or whatever the case is. They wanted to make you look bad. They got in the ring, knocked out. Family thought you weren't gonna be shit, didn't support you, talked shit about you, you went against the grain, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is. Oh, they'll be back, they'll be home, yeah, they'll be back. The family, they got in the ring with you. You knocked them out. Friends, ex-friends. They wanted your life. They wanted to step inside your shoes. They got in the ring with you. Knocked out. And this is why people are mad. They got the right one on the wrong day. And any day that they try to get in a ring with you, it's going to forever be the wrong day. And people are realizing that now. Oh, they're realizing that now. But it's a little too late here because their ego has already taken a hit. Their ego, their illusions have taken hits. Hits that they will not be able to bounce back from. And that's why they're mad. They're also mad that they are not on your level. So didn't I tell y'all in the beginning, you are the GOAT and there's no one else like you? And I said that you are raising the bar. You are the bar. And these people are failing the bar. These people are failing the bar. People wanted to argue with you. When I think of bars, I think of lawyers, right? And lawyers, they get paid a great deal of money to know things, to know facts and to argue, and to know more and to know loopholes, right? And to read between the lines and this, that, and the third and manipulate and lie. These people came up in your energy with that type of energy. They thought they were lawyers. They thought they were bullies, okay? They thought they knew more than you, okay? It's intellectual wars, okay? Then we got deceit. Lawyers lie. They get paid to lie. So you have liars coming up in the ring. People who think they know more than you. People think that they're going to throw the book at you. People think that you going to jail now. You going to jail now. Yeah. They're getting knocked out. They're not on your level. I never were. And the most embarrassing part of it about this all is they're getting knocked out. And like I said, you're not even getting press conferences. It's like it's an energy with the time is money, and you knocking people out and just leaving. It feels like, you know, I don't even know. Damn, I don't know what's going on with the energy. Don't even remember now. Damn. It's like these people slip your mind, you know? It's like they attack, they do what they do, and it's like it slips your mind. Meanwhile, they're still thinking about it. They're still obsessing about it. They're still mad about it. You know, like I said, with the boxing, it's like these things are televised. It's televised. We're gonna see this forever. We're gonna see this forever. We're never gonna forget this. The L's these people are taking when they step in the ring with you or step to you, it will never be forgotten. And this is why you have people who are mad. Back to what I was getting at, and I forgot. Yeah, your actions are speaking for itself, and this is why they're mad. A whole bunch of people who are talking a whole lot of nothing. There ain't shit to talk about. You have nothing to talk about because your actions prove it. Your actions are backing it up. Meanwhile, these people have no actions and a whole lot of words that mean nothing. They carry no weight. They don't matter. People are mad that words people are mad that their weapons, their weaponry of words, okay, sticks and stones, things like that, it's not breaking none of your bones. That's all people have is words. And these words are falling on blind eyes and deaf ears. You don't care. You don't want to hear about it, right? Excuse me, I'm sorry. I just get disgusted. They're also mad that they will need you before you ever need them. And I'm knowing they're mad, obviously, because these are people who thought that they had you in the bag. They thought that they had you secure. A lot of people need others to need them because it gives them control. It gives them control and importance that they clearly don't have. Hence is why they're mad that they're not important. All right. So a lot of people got the game up. Right? They thought that you needed them. And so they thought that they could treat you any old kind of way. See, that's why I don't like asking for favors. That's why I don't like receiving help. Because the moment you allow someone to interject into your situation, insert themselves into your situation, help you in any kind of way, or you know, they feel like they will perceive it like you need them and, oh, I got power now, they need me. Yeah. Again, they got into the ring with you. They thought that they thought you needed them, so they thought that they could step in that ring and try to dominate you, talk to you any old kind of way, and they got their lights knocked the fuck out. Excuse me, I don't tolerate disrespect. Like that right there, you know, yeah. Yeah, these people got in the ring with you with this disrespect and got their lights knocked the fuck out. You live and you learn, right? So they're also mad that you live and you learn. That's why all of your energy isn't into your money. All of your time is going into the business that pays you here, because you live and you learn. These people don't live and learn. Because if they did, they wouldn't be trying to step in the ring with you. They would be minding the business that pays them. You're not paying them. You're not worried about them. You're not checking for them. You are not even calling or sending for them. If they lived and they learned, that's why they got the right one on the wrong day, because they refused to live and learn. But you're the GOAT. You were chosen to make these motherfuckers live and learn. Now they gonna live and learn now. That's why they feeling awkward. They feeling uncomfortable. They're feeling real bothered. Yeah. You will need, they will need you before you ever need them. Illusion dismantled. Power that they thought they had, gone. A leg to stand on, broke. A table to stand on, they don't have the screws to put it together. The business that pays you has nothing to do with them. They're mad you did a them on them. They're mad you did a them on them. But did you really do a them on them, or is this a return to sender? All right. Is this a return to sender? Are these the tables turning? Did you really do a them on them? But going back to that, if they're mad that you did a them on them, then why are they mad? No, for real. If they did something to you, okay, and they are perceiving this as you doing it back to them, why would you be mad? Yeah, let me answer the question for you. Let me simplify this for you. They're mad because by you doing unto them what they have done unto you, and the fact that they're feeling awkward, uncomfortable, embarrassed, they're feeling what they made you feel. Feeling unimportant. They're feeling all the things that they made you feel. And they don't like how they feel. And by not liking how they feel, they're realizing that what they did to you was wrong. They're realizing that what they did to you was wrong, in addition to them just being a wrong person. Like, it's just everything about them is wrong. Meanwhile, this whole time, they wanted you to be the wrong one. They wanted you to be the one that had an issue, right? How they treated you was warranted. Now they're realizing that it wasn't. They can't handle what they have dished out, and this is why they're mad. Again, if I'm treating someone the way that, I'm treating someone the way I want to be treated. If they are treating me the same way, I'm not going to be mad about that, because I'm treating you properly. I'm treating you how I want to be treated. So if you do it you on me, if you do it you on me, or whatever the fuck I'm trying to say, I'm not going to be mad at you, because I know I treated you good. So you're going to do it, you're going to do it them on me, whatever. I'm not going to be mad about that, because I treated you good. Yeah, people are mad that you're doing a them on them, because they realize that they are a piece of shit. They're realizing a piece of shit. They're realizing they can't handle what they dished out. They're realizing that they cannot step in your shoes. They're realizing that they can't live your life. They're realizing that they don't have the same strength as you. They don't have the same resilience as you. They are realizing that you are the GOAT, because you are able to handle the things that they are feeling that people are realizing exactly. It's kind of like, I don't know why I'm getting Jesus for some reason, and I'm not Christian, but it's like the weight of the world was on you. It was doom and gloom. Everybody was blaming you. Like you're some sacrificial lamb. You're carrying on the sins of everybody, right? And so people treated you like that. But now it's their turn. Now it's their turn. They can't handle it. They can't handle the lashing. They can't handle being crucified. They can't handle being hated. They can't handle not being seen. They can't handle not being important. They can't handle not being wanted. All of which they made you fucking feel. They can't handle it. And because they can't handle it, they're realizing just who and what you are. Like, damn, they got that. Because if this is how I was making them feel, this is how I was treating them, and it's now happening to me, and I'm folding, I'm crumbling. To me, it's again back to that the people want things to be so complex when it could have all been so simple. And that's all you may have. That may be how you've been moving. You just wanted something simple. You wanted things to be simple, but people, they wanted to make things very difficult for you. Very difficult for you. They saw your greatness. They see your worth. They know how talented, skillful, intelligent you are, attractive, athletic, whatever. And had they acknowledged that from the beginning, none of this would have happened. But they have to make things complicated. And now they're feeling awkward and embarrassed because it didn't have to be like that, but they made it like that. Are we done? Are we done? It could be so simple. Do unto others how you would want to be done, whatever it says there. They can't do that. And they got to learn the harder way. And now they're mad. Which makes me question if these people like being mad. At this point, I think people like being mad. They like madness. Because there's no other explanation for this. There's no other explanation for this. You want somebody to care about you, then show care. You want, to be, supported, then show support. You want to be loved, then love. You want to be trusted, then trust. You want respect, then respect. No, I'm sorry. I guess I'm trying to put the calculations together because this is some crazy algebra calculuses. I was never good at math. And the math is a math thing. It could all be so simple. Like 1 + 1, but no, motherfuckers hear 1 + 1 and they want to say it's 5. Why? Then they want to argue. Then they want to do this, and now you're going down a rabbit hole to try to prove that 1 + 1 is 2 because they want to sit there and argue that it's 5 just because you're saying it's 2. It's like they're doing it on purpose, and for what? I'm not about to sit here and try to figure that out. You have someone here who was mad that you want to have sex with them again. Oh my God, I can't believe it. They're mad they can't figure you out, and I just said I'm not about to sit here and figure it out. You the goat. You the goat with the throat. You are the goat and there's no one like you. And they're not on your level. And I can see why. You called it. It's like I'm calling these cards before they come out. I'm calling the energy before it comes out. You called it. You seen it. You know it. You've been there. You done that. You're living. You're learning. And now you're getting serious. Now time is money. You're not playing games with these goddamn people. And this is why you have people here who are mad, because it's playtime is over here. You giving people chances, people who are like this. And I'm telling you, unfortunately, that is the majority. It's like you now believe what it is. And it's like it's freeing you to pursue other things. You are absolutely certain you're not missing out on whatever it is here. And this is why people are mad. You are absolutely certain. So you're not going to get caught up in sex and I don't know, whatever else that these people do to try to manipulate you or whatever. You are absolutely certain now that if you put your hand on that stove, you are going to get burnt. And so now you're never, ever, 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 ever putting your hand on that stove again. And that's why you have people who are mad. Because you know, without a shadow of a doubt, putting your hand on that stove, fucking with these people, tolerating this, you already know you're going to get burned. And so you're not getting burned no more. And so now you're staying away. Oh, you're staying away. You feel convicted to stay away. And this is why people are mad. You feel convicted not to care. You feel convicted to not check for them. You feel convicted. You know somebody wants you, they need you to need them, and you already know what's about to happen if you fall into that trap. You're gonna get burnt. You already know what's gonna happen if you have sex with them. You're gonna get burnt. For real. You already know what's gonna happen when you try to put somebody on a pedestal. You are going to get burnt. You already know what's gonna happen when you put somebody above you. You're on their time. You're gonna get burnt. You already know what's about to happen if you talk back, talk shit, engage, argue, try to defend yourself, right? Try to explain yourself. You're gonna get burnt. You ain't getting burnt no more. Time is money. Time is money here, and that's why they're mad. You're living and you're learning, and that's why they're mad. And I'm going to finish this out. Let them pray, because I feel like a lot of people, with them being mad you to go, they've been praying on your downfall. If this energy comes out in every single why are they mad? I'm bored. Somebody praying on your downfall. Let them pray. Let them pray. Praying on my downfall. Let them pray. Let them pray. And that's why they're mad. Yeah, they're mad. You don't need validation, especially not from them. They're mad you don't need validation, especially not from them. And that's why they're mad.